only one path leads to God, others are false and futile. Okay, that's the concept in the Western world. Strictly dualistic. God and man are separate. One must accept one true religion, otherwise the soul laden with sin will be damned on the judgment day. They got this. Now new terminology comes, judgment day. Western religion, all Western religions believe on judgment day. They believe in one life and the eternal judgment. There is a one day, is a judgment day, and in that day, what happens? All dead will rise, and God will reward those who believed in Him and those who practice accordingly will take him to heaven. All others will be damned in the hell eternally, both places. Okay? The hell and heaven are eternal. It will be decided on the judgment day. Salvation is through strict obedience of God's will, through a Messiah or prophet. That's where the help is coming. With the help of Messiah or prophet, okay, you can attain salvation through strict obedience of God's will. Salvation comes at the end of the world. That is the judgment day. At the end of the world, it is the done. So that's the kind of a salient features on the Western religion. Eastern religion, freedom to choose own form of worship. Belief may be dual or non-dual. All paths lead to God. The belief may be dual or non-dual, means you and God are separate or you and God are one. Liberation or salvation is through self-realization and or surrendering to the God's will. In reality, both are the same, but we will discuss this one later on. That whether you surrender or you practice the self-realization, okay, either way, it will reach you to the same place. Salvation is to be found in this life and within oneself. It is not like at the end of the life. Okay, there's a different way of similar things looking at it. Okay, but sometimes we use narrow meaning and interpret it narrowly. Sin is only of the mind, not of the soul, which is always pure. If you can make your soul sinful, okay, then there is no way you can return back. So the soul is always pure, depending upon how you are viewing it, whether karmic soul, but the karma is not mixing with the soul. They are still separate. Then and then you are able to make them separate. Okay. They are mixed, but still they are not merged in it, within each other. It's not like a merging one color and another color together. Okay. But like if you put a salt in a water, you can still, salt is not going to become water. You leave it there, ultimately all salt will come out, water will be evaporated. So they never mixed, okay, or they grossly mixed, but it is they never really become one form other. Both are not merged in a such a way now you cannot separate them. Okay. God does not judge and punish. Okay, it's not like no. That's a whichever way you want to look at it, but whether it's a Hindu God or they don't judge or punish. Okay, because God is always compassionate. In that sense, I'm talking about it. All right, let's go. Destiny. Western man's destiny lies beyond this world, which is eternal joy in heaven or eternal suffering in the hell. We discuss about these things before again and again, but there are so many overlapping things comes. Okay. Eastern, the purpose of life is to evolve through experience into a higher spiritual destiny and ultimately attain the liberation, which we talked before also. The next, evil. Western religion saying a genuine evil exists in the world which opposes God will. That's the again basic concept that genuine evil exists which opposes God will. The concept of Satan is genuine evil exists in the Western philosophy. Evil is embodied in the Satan and his demons and partially in man as one of the tendency. Similar word for us is like mithyatva. Mithyatva is nothing but no, the evil that exists in us as one of our tendency. It's just a similarity comparison point of view. Okay, don't take it literally. Eastern, there is no intrinsic evil. Eastern review. All is good, all is God. No force in the world or in human opposes God. Veiling the instinct intellectual mind keeps us knowing from the God. This is very, very interesting one. Our veiling mind all the time, okay, keeps us knowing about the God. If you look at the Gita's famous things, knower and observer, can you live a life as if you are knower and observer but not a doer? Just, okay, you are not influencing anything. There was one place I read the analogy. Can you live a life of a dry leaf, completely dry leaf? Do they have the desire their own? Wherever the wind takes it, it will just follow it. The dry leaf, completely dry leaf, okay? No weight even, okay? No water left in it. Can you live? If somebody comes and hurts you, so be it. Okay, you are not resistance to anything, whatever happens to you. Okay, it is my own ego is the one stops me. Okay, what do they think? Who am I? Don't you look at it? All right. Would dry leaf will do these things? No. What you're saying is if you can live your life like a dry leaf, then you made it. But there is something inside it that stops us doing that way. Okay? And that's why I'm just saying there is no intrinsic evil. All is good, all is God. No force in the world or in human opposes God. Veiling the intense, intellectual mind keeps us from knowing the God. Hell, Western, on Judgment Day, the physical body of every soul that ever lived is brought to life. God consigns pure soul to heaven, sinner to hell. Hell is a physical place where the body burns without being consumed. So if the body burns and it gets burned out, then it's over. This is without being consumed. You are suffering only. One suffers the anguish knowing that he will never be with the God. And that suffering will remain forever. That's the hell concept. Eastern hell is not eternal. Hell may be a physical place where the body burns without being consumed. Exist is a period of karmic suffering, a state of mind in the life or between the lives. So that's about the hell. And I think, though, do you want, let me take 15